Hello everybody. Sorry about the background noise. I got my coal furnace running here in the garage. It's January 1st today and it's like almost 40 degrees outside. So I'll give you a little update here. I made myself this igniter plate or spark plug adapter, whatever you want to call it. This is going to go where the igniter went originally, and I just turned down a piece of material in the lathe, tapped it out, set this plate over the top of it and welded it there. Then I cut some of the slag off with a cutter in the lathe. Got some little imperfections in the weld here. I don't think it's gonna leak, it just doesn't look great. And I tapped this out for a 14mm spark plug. Then the top here is where I'm going to put my new carburetor. This here is what was on it. And this carburetor is just the way that I got the engine. Somebody had taken the compensator valve out of it. They knocked the back out of it. The needles are gone. The pointer's gone. All the fittings are gone. I did knock that out of it. Drilled the hole in the bottom there. Used a punch and got that out. But I don't want to use that. It's missing too many parts, and I'm not going to use a fuel pump anyway. So I made a plate here that fits right on top. I'll show you how I did it. Same way I did this igniter, and there's probably better ways of doing this. This is just what I came up with what I've got to work with. Take playing cards. I like playing cards. They work great as shim material. They're all the same thickness. They're cheap. They're easy to cut. They hold up under oil and grease because they're plastic coated or something. So I like to use playing cards on these old engines for shims or for stuff like this. What I did is take some of this spray adhesive, cover this hole here with it, stick the playing card on there. Okay? Then tap around your openings with a ball peen hammer. Use the ball peen end. Go right around all your openings, and that'll cut your card in the pattern you need. Then you take it off and you lay it on your piece of metal, and it'll give you a spot to lay out your holes. And that's just what I did up here. Spray this with that adhesive, stick the playing card on there, and now this was pretty big for this playing card, but it still works. Tap around your holes, tap around both the holes, the center hole, and then I tapped around the edge here so that this fits directly on here. And this piece was already cut to this shape. I just needed to locate these holes in it. So I take the playing card, stick it right on your metal piece, line up the edges right where you just got done cutting them off with the ball peen hammer, and then it gives you, you can lay out your holes with a Sharpie. And there's, like I say, there's probably better ways of doing it, more accurate, but that's what I came up with. So I guess project for today is going to be to start on this mixer. I got some nice stainless steel tubing here. I've drilled a 1/2 inch hole through it, and it's going to get welded on there. Then I'm going to take a section of this 1/2 inch round stock, and this is hot rolled steel, which it ain't worth a shit, especially when you're trying to cut it in the lathe, so I probably won't use this. I have some 1/2 inch cold rolled that'll drill and thread a lot better. But I'm going to cut it off, slide it through here so it sticks out of both sides. One end's going to get tapped for 1/8 inch pipe. That'll be where my fuel comes in. This is going to have a hole through it. This side is going to get drilled and tapped for a needle valve that I'm going to screw in there. So you'll have fuel in this way, my needle valve will go this way, and then I'm going to drill a cross hole through it, so when you open the needle valve, the gas can come out and go out each side. I'm not sure if it'll work, but we're going to try it, see what happens. One more thing I want to show you. I made this valve, and that stem was cold rolled steel, and so was the face. I started out with 2 inch diameter round stock, made that valve face, then I drilled it and reamed it to 11/32. And I think that's 346 or something like that. Something close to 0.346. And then no, it can't be. I don't know, whatever it is, it's 11/36. Yeah, it is too. It's 346 or something close, because 3/8 is 375. So I turn this down to like 348 on this end here, so it was 2/1000ths bigger than the hole in here. Get this up where you can see it. And I pressed that valve head on, heated it up with a torch, and peened it over. And then I put it in my valve grinder and dressed up that face on it. And it was pretty close to begin with. I had cut this at a 45 in the lathe, and even on the grinder I didn't have to take a whole bunch off to make that shiny all the way around. So there's my new valve. I didn't want to spend the money on one, so I made my own. I didn't show how to do it. There's plenty of videos online. I know Shopdogsam has got some videos on his channel there on how to make valves. That's where I got the idea, of course, for that one. On with the show. Alright, We're gonna face off this round stock I got cut to length. That cutter looks a little bit low. That's better. It's still a little low, but we can live with it. Maybe one more. Let's shut it off and see. Yeah, that'll work. We'll leave it alone. Now I think we ought to try an 1/8 inch drill bit. If this chuck will close down that small. It says 0 to 1/2, so we'll try. I think this is 1/8 inch. Yep. What are the odds that this isn't going to break off? Trying to drill through that whole thing. What are the odds it's going to drill straight through on this old wore out lathe? Oh, we probably ought to speed this up a little bit, means we're cutting an 1/8 inch hole. Well, you don't want to watch this whole thing. It's going to take forever. I'll get you back here when I get it done. Well, we haven't broke a drill bit yet. Now we're going to drill this 9/32 and tap it to 5/16 fine thread so I can screw that needle in there that I made. I made this a long time ago. I don't know what for, but I think it'll work. That should have drilled in there 3/4 of an inch. Okay, here's what we're left with. We got a 9/32 hole, 3/4 of an inch in there. I'm going to thread, and of course the drill bit left a tapered seed in there. That's our 1/8 inch hole we first drilled. Now we gotta thread that, then we'll work on this side. Okay, now we're gonna drill the other end for 1/8 inch pipe, which is 21/64. And I'm gonna try to go in about 5/8 of an inch. I'm gonna stop there. It's 1/2 inch, which ought to be plenty deep for our 1/8 inch fitting. Okay, we're going to put back gear in here. That'll work. We're going to try to thread these holes. Don't think I'm going to thread the holes under power because I just don't want to break something, but I am going to use the lathe to help me get them lined up straight. Oh, I forgot the magic solution here. I tried tapping with this under power the other day and it was a little scary. I don't have a spring-loaded tap center, so I only had one hand on the wrench and I just didn't like it. This way here, as I run the tap in, I can move the tailstock with it. Looks like I got enough in there now that it's gonna run straight. Well, you get the idea. I'll come back when I'm on the other side. Okay, now we're going to start on the 1/8 inch pipe here. Well, I only went in 1/2 inch with my drill, so that's bottomed out. We'll have to see. No, it ain't either. Yeah, it might be. No, I can go more than that. I guess I just had a pile of chips in there. We ought to check it though. Make sure that I'm not getting too big already. Yeah, it's a pretty good fit. I think we should go a little bit more though. Wants to spin. Yeah, I think we're going to leave well enough alone. That's just in there by hand. I can run it in 3 threads practically. Okay, here's what we got. I cut off this needle valve and put a handle on it. That's just a press fit. I drove it together. Put a spring on there. Okay, so that needle goes up in there, and then it seats against the small hole in the center of that. And here's my 1/8 inch pipe fitting to my copper fuel line. So the only thing we got left now is fuel comes in, goes through that hole, and then it runs into the needle. You back the needle out a little bit and fuel can get by it. So we've got to cross drill this thing after where the needle sits, cross drill it and give the fuel a place to come out. Well, let's try it. Well, made it into the center. I got an idea. We'll get my other V-block. I knew it. I knew it. There we are. Yeah, that's gonna mess. I think we're ready. I don't think I ruined it. Let's check it out. Okay, so we got our cross hole put in there. The seat takes place right about here. And then so the fuel can get drawn in through here, go through the needle and seat, and come out this hole. This is going to be under suction, hopefully. I'm not worried about it coming around these threads. Plenty of engines were built with just the threads on the needle valve screwed into something, so I think that'll be okay. But I think it's going to work out. I hope so. Now, this whole mess wants to go through here. Right about like that. That'll be the start of our mixer, carburetor. Well, that went easier than I thought. Just took a dead blow hammer here and drove it right through both sides. It fits really, really good. I was gonna weld around here, but I don't know. It fits so well, I don't want to crap it all up with some lousy looking weld. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Put our needle valve in. Oh, good Lord. So, I don't know if you can see it or not, but the cross hole is centered in there. Probably can't see it. There's our fuel line. That's going to go right up on top. I'll probably put a choke up here too somewhere, but that's a good start for now. I guess that's it.